Welcome to my social media channel, Pass on Generational Wealth. This is Mark Anderson. I'm the author of the book, Forgotten Secrets of Passing on Generational Wealth. If you haven't read it, you can pick up a copy of it on Amazon today. Also, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe so you can get the latest videos as I release them. And don't forget to like this video as well. In this episode, I will cover off with you the post-COVID economy. In my first video, I mentioned how periodically I will cover general economic topics because I have a background in the market and knowledgeable in this area. So I wanted to share some of that knowledge with you today. So as we think about what happened, the first point is, what was the impact of COVID on our economy? So if you think about what happened 3 years ago, COVID hit and we shut down our economy for a period of around 45 days. And in order to handle that, the government decided to pump a bunch of money into our economy in order to help consumers as well as businesses. Okay? So then the second point is, what has the aftermath of that been? Well, if you think about it, over the past 2 years, our economy has struggled with high inflation. All right. Last year, the inflation level rose to levels not seen since the 1970s. All of us have felt gas being higher. All of us have felt the increase in our everyday grocery items that we purchase. Overall, inflation has hit our economy hard. Now, the Federal Reserve decided last year to start doing something about the inflation, to tame the inflation. And in order to do that, what they can do is raise the interest rates. These are the rates that they charge banks to borrow money from the Federal Reserve. Unfortunately, they didn't start early enough back in 2021. They called inflation transitory at that time. And by the time they started dealing with it last year, they had to make some severe cuts, which have driven up mortgage rates over 7% in some areas. Now, inflation has come down over the past year, but we're still not where the Fed wants us to be at their stated 2% goal. So then the real question, and here is the third point, is the economy going to experience a recession over the next 12 to 18 months? And the answer is, as you read several articles on this topic, is that nobody knows for sure. There's a chance that we could get inflation back down to 2%, and we could have a soft landing as the Fed wants us to have. There's also a chance that we may go into a recession, which has happened in the other economic downturns where the Fed has had to raise interest rates. They have caused a recession. So whether or not they're going to achieve their goal is something we will have to see. But I think overall, as I've read various business articles, one of the things that concerns me is that commercial real estate has changed dramatically as a result of COVID. And if you think back, the average American worker prior to COVID worked from the office. They went into the office 5 days a week, and they never really worked from home. Now that has changed after COVID. There are many employers who allow their workers to work from home on a hybrid schedule. Maybe they come into the office a couple of days a week, but that has an impact on the overall footprint that the business needs. And so I think American companies have been evaluating over the past couple of years how much real estate they're going to need going forward, especially when they have a large majority of their workforce as hybrid. So nobody knows what the impact is going to be to the commercial real estate market, but it's something that I keep abreast of and try to keep up with, because I think if there's anything likely to cause any issues, it might be that. But overall, that's why it's important for you to become an entrepreneur, so that when you become financially independent, you don't have to rely upon an employer to give you money. You can go and live your life without the fear that somehow your job may be cut because of, the economic downturn that may or may not come. So that's why this is important, so that you have the things that matter most to you will be most in control of your life. So as we wrap up this video, if this information has been helpful to you, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And may God bless you. Have a wonderful day.